There is a door inside the Social Security system that lets you undo your entire claim, erase it, start over, and come back with a check that's hundreds of dollars bigger every single month for the rest of your life. But here's the part that should make you sit up. That door only stays open for 12 months. One time, once in your whole life, and almost nobody tells you it's there until after it is already slammed shut. I'm Artur. I've spent more than 20 years helping American retirees protect the benefits they worked their whole lives to earn. And in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what this rule is, who it helps, who it doesn't, and the 3 simple steps you need to take right now to use it before your window closes. Stay with me until step 3, because that's where I'll show you the one mistake that even careful, rule-following people still make. And that single mistake is quietly costing seniors over $1,000 a month for years. So pour yourself a cup of coffee, sit down, and let's talk. Because this is one of those rules where a single phone call can change your retirement. Let me tell you about Robert. Robert is 63 years old. He lives in Ohio. He worked 38 years as a maintenance supervisor, paid into Social Security every single paycheck, and did everything by the book his whole life. When he turned 62, money was tight. His wife had some health issues. The bills kept coming. So Robert did what millions of people do. He filed for Social Security as soon as he was allowed. At 62. Now here's the thing. Robert thought he was being smart. He figured, why wait? Take the money now. And his check came in at around $1,400 a month. Not great, but it helped. What Robert did not know is this. By claiming at 62 instead of waiting until his full retirement age, he permanently locked in a check that was about 30% smaller than it could have been. 30%. Gone. For life. But that's not even the painful part. Here's the painful part. About 8 months after Robert started his benefits, his wife's health improved, she went back to part-time work. And suddenly money wasn't so tight anymore. Robert mentioned to his nephew, who does taxes, that he'd started Social Security early. And his nephew said something that stopped Robert cold. He said, "Uncle Robert, you can undo that. You've still got time. But you have to move fast." Robert had no idea. He thought once you start Social Security, that's it. Locked in. Done forever. He had never heard that you could withdraw your application and start over. Nobody at the Social Security office had told him. There was no letter. No warning. Nothing. Robert got lucky. He was still inside his 12-month window. Barely. He filed the right form, repaid what he'd received, and refiled later for a much bigger check. But most people are not that lucky. Most people find out about this rule on month 13, month 14, 2 years later. And by then, the door is closed, and it never opens again. And Robert is not alone. According to the Social Security Administration's own data, age 62 has historically been the single most common age that people claim their benefits, which means a huge number of Americans are locking in that reduced check, and most of them have no idea there was ever a way out. So let me walk you through exactly what's going on here in plain English, straight from the Social Security Administration's own pages. Here's what the Social Security Administration actually says. On their official website, under a page called Cancel Your Benefits Application, they state this, word for word, cancel or withdraw your application up to 12 months after your benefit approval. You can only cancel your application once and can reapply later. In plain English, that means this. If you started your Social Security and you now realize you started too early, the government gives you a legal do-over. You can wipe the whole thing clean, but only within 12 months of when your benefit was approved and only one single time in your entire life. This is called a withdrawal of application, and the form that does it has a name you'll want to write down. It's called Form SSA.521. That's SSA.521. Remember that number. It might be one of the most valuable form numbers you ever learn. Now let's talk about why anyone would want to do this. And the answer is simple. A bigger check. The official rule is this. The Social Security Administration says, and again I'm quoting them directly, Social Security retirement benefits are increased by a certain percentage for each month you delay starting your benefits beyond full retirement age. The benefit increase stops when you reach age 70. In plain English, that means the longer you wait to start, up to age 70, the bigger your monthly check becomes. And we're not talking about small money here. For anyone born in 1943 or later, your benefit grows by 8% for every year you wait past your full retirement age. 8% a year, guaranteed, with no risk. You will not find that kind of guaranteed increase anywhere else in the financial world. Let me put real numbers on this so you can see it at your own kitchen table. Say your full benefit would be $2,000 a month. If you claim early at 62, you'd get somewhere around $1,400 a month. But if you wait all the way to 70, that same benefit grows to roughly $2,480 a month. Do the math on that difference. That's about $1,080 more. Every single month. Multiply that by 12, and you're looking at almost $13,000 more per year for the rest of your life. And that's before we even count cost of living raises, which get added on top. So when I say one phone call can change your retirement, this is what I mean. That withdrawal and refile path is the tool that lets someone who started too early climb back up to that bigger number. Now here is the part that most people, including a lot of financial advisors, get completely wrong. People believe that once you turn on Social Security, the amount is locked in forever, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. That belief is wrong. It's the opposite of the truth. The Social Security Administration explicitly allows you to hit undo on your entire claim. You can withdraw it completely and refile later. But, and this is the catch almost nobody knows, in the government's own words, you can only cancel your application once. Think about what that means. This is a single, one-time, non-renewable do-over with a 12-month fuse on it. It's a real escape hatch built right into the system. But it quietly closes after 1 year, and after that, it never opens again. That combination, a powerful second chance that most people never hear about until it's too late. That's the whole reason I made this video. Now, I have to be straight with you because I will never sugarcoat anything that involves your money. This do-over is not free. And anybody who tells you it is not telling you the whole story. Here's what the Social Security Administration says on the actual form. Form SSA.gov states, word for word, "This is a request to withdraw your application. You will have to return any payment we made to you or anyone else on the basis of that application." In plain English, that means when you withdraw, you have to pay back the money you already received. All of it. And not just your own checks. If your spouse or another family member got benefits based on your record, that gets repaid too. Plus anything that was withheld for Medicare premiums or taxes. So this only makes sense if you can afford to repay what you got, and if waiting for a bigger check fits your situation. Don't let anyone rush you into it blind. Run the numbers first. But know that the option exists, because most people don't. Now what if your 12 months are already gone? What if you're past that window? Don't close this video because there's a second tool, and it's for you. The official rule is this. If you have already reached your full retirement age, you don't have to withdraw anything. Instead, you can do something called voluntarily suspending your benefits. The Social Security Administration says, and I quote, "You can restart your payments whenever you'd like, or they'll restart automatically at age 70. In plain English, that means if you're at full retirement age or older, you can simply hit pause on your checks. While they're paused, your future benefit keeps growing at that same 8% a year, all the way up to 70. Then, you turn the payments back on at the bigger amount. But here's your one warning on this. While your benefits are paused, you get nothing. The government says it plainly. You won't get payments while your benefits are paused. So this only works if you can comfortably live without those checks for a while. The good news is, unlike the withdrawal, this one is reversible. You can turn your payments back on whenever you need to. So now you understand the rule. Let's talk about what you actually do about it. I'm going to give you 3 steps. Just 3. Because 3 is what you'll remember. Each one is free, each one takes less than 15 minutes, and not a single one of them requires you to pay anybody anything. Step 1. Log in and check your numbers. Go to the official website. That's SSA.gov, not a lookalike site. Not a site that charges you a fee. Just SSA.gov. Create your free My Social Security account if you don't have one, and look at exactly when your benefit was approved and what you're receiving now. This tells you whether you're still inside your 12-month window. This takes about 10 minutes and it is completely free. Step 2. Figure out which tool fits you. If you started your benefits within the last 12 months, your tool is the Withdrawal of Application. That's Form SSA-521. You can download it right from SSA.gov, or you can complete it after signing in. If you're already past full retirement age and outside that window, your tool is voluntary suspension instead. Write down which one applies to you before you do anything else. Step 3. And this is the one most people skip. Call Social Security directly and confirm your plan before you file anything. The number is 1-800-772-1213. If you're deaf or hard of hearing, the TTY line is 1-800-325-0778. Tell the representative exactly what you want to do and ask them to confirm your 12-month deadline and the exact repayment amount in your case. If you skip this step, if you just file a form blind without confirming the repayment number, this is where people get blindsided. They get hit with a repayment bill they didn't budget for, and it throws their whole finances into a panic. One phone call prevents that. Don't skip step 3. That's the whole plan. Log in, pick your tool, and confirm by phone. Less than 30 minutes of effort to protect potentially tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Now, before you go, I need a quick favor from you, and it'll only take a second. Drop a comment below and tell me, did you know about this 12-month do-over rule? Just type yes or no. I read every single comment, and I'll reply to as many as I possibly can. It genuinely helps me know what you need to hear about next. And listen, if you have a parent, a brother or sister, a neighbor, or a friend who's on Social Security, please share this video with them right now. Someone you love might be sitting inside their 12-month window this very moment and have no idea. Sharing this could put thousands of dollars back in their pocket. That share button is right below this video. If you're not subscribed yet, tap that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'm Artur, and here at Senior Pension Benefits Hub, I post new videos covering exactly these kinds of rules. The ones that change constantly and that nobody bothers to explain to you. You worked your whole life for these benefits. You deserve to understand every one of them. And in my next video, I'm breaking down the spousal benefit rule that quietly costs widows and widowers hundreds of dollars a month. A rule so few people understand that most never claim what's rightfully theirs. Click right here to watch it next. Take care of yourself. Take care of your money. And I'll see you in the next one.